The new 300 home run club milestone Mookie Betts is here in MLB The Show, and he looks pretty darn snazzy, if I do say so myself. Taking a look at this guy here, we got over 90 in both contacts, 80 vision, 89 clutch, 95 power on the right, 97 on the left. Fielding is okay for... It might be a little rough at shortstop, but I think people will look at him and his swing and say, we'll deal with the speed 73. His arm is very good, so he'll make up for slightly the bad fielding. It's just a matter of how many good breaks or bad breaks he gets. This card could be yours, totally free. And if you look up above, secondaries, he's got second base and right field. Now, this kind of continues this trend of they're throwing out milestone cards as soon as they can come out. So let's take a look at this guy so you get some packs and some stubbies along the way. Mainly, we're looking at how do we get this thing the easiest and the fastest. Generally, the moments these will give you 10. So right here, you got good old 5. So this will give you 50 on the way to 300. Generally, this free one gives you another 50, so you'll be at 100 pretty easily. And then mission-wise, it's just a matter of, well, hit some home runs, get some total bases. PXB with the Red Sox or Dodgers, and then any Mookie Betts. So if you have live series bets, good chance to use him in some conquest games or anything else like that. It's just literally live series or egg hunt. And if you got the egg hunt, you can use that too. But I would say live series is probably easier to get, especially after that stub sale, which your boy here cleaned up on. If you listened to that short yesterday, you would know as well. So this is the Mookie Betts. Again, pretty snazzy-dazzle card. And that it continues this trend that they've done where if it happens the night before, they give the card out basically the day after. This George Springer had a similar card, and comparing him to the George Springer card, they're kind of similar-ish in a way. He's got a little bit more pop than Mookie, but the contact's a little bit better. Defensively, they're kind of the same thing here. And then like the Freddie Freeman here as well. He, again, 2,500 hits. We have two Dodgers seniors who had 2,500 hits. You kind of see the methodology here, alongside some strikeouts for Max Scherzer, who we got. So right as of now, you've gotten some really good red diamonds for free here, just by them hitting major milestones here. So that Mookie Betts you'll probably see a lot of. It's a little bit more of a grind, but if you're still doing some stuff, you can probably get him fairly easy and all that fun stuff. And while we're here, we can just talk about this stuff as well. Remember, there's some stuff coming tomorrow. Apparently, they're doing some sort of weird event here. They showed off a standout Zach Britton along the way, and I have this funny suspicion here that what they're really going to be doing is sort of weeding out these weird oddities here. So like right here, as of now, this is everything that you can kind of get somewhat simple minus Ryan Roberts. You need 6 of them, so there's still 3 more. Rowerski too, so we'll get playing more ranked here in the next couple days. We'll get Nolan Ryan pretty easy. So maybe there'll be another standout, so that'll make 7. Maybe they'll give that another. That'll be 8. So clearly they see the vision here of 1 versus a bunch of them. The one I question here will be the veteran series, because Andrew Miller is still 40K. If they give out a free veteran card, this will help a ton of people out, because as we've talked about before, these are generally, as you see, there's 1 diamond. These are generally first half. This is a first half series, so meaning you're probably not going to see any more of it. So that's part of the program as well, I would assume. Postseason, maybe they'll throw out another one. I really don't know. Postseason's all over the damn place, to be honest with you. Looking at it, if you're still looking for VMart, second half heroes, I kind of wish they made a program just for second half heroes, to be honest with you, just to sort of, I don't know, fill it out a little bit more. Like the second half, these are the guys who perform post trade deadline. I don't know, that'd be kind of neat, but we probably won't see that. But hey, the biggest thing here is if we go to milestone, I want to point. Where's the we go back to milestone. I want to point this out for those who are still kind of working and grooving here. One of the things to keep notice here is, realistically, if you have these, mind you, all the cards I have here are basically free. I know the Jackie Robinson one might be a little bit difficult, but I think a lot of people have them now. In terms of this, here's now what will change. If I were to collect all of these, all my guys, we have 5, so we're at 7 out of 9. Jazz will get, and then I'm working on the Bo Bichette one right now. So realistically, let's say you're missing, I don't know, let's say you're missing DeGrom because you don't want to pay for it, you haven't finished the showdown. With this card, you will now have conquests, or not conquests, milestones should be done if you have all the other ones, or you can take Rafi. Now we're finishing up these collections a little bit slowly but surely. They're coming out, they're making things work, all that fun stuff. So that'll help you there as you go along here. Awards is probably a weird one. I have no earthly clue how this one will work, but we'll figure that'll be figured out. Signatures again, Prime and Signature. Primal, if I had to guess, will come around sooner than later. Signature as well, sooner rather than later situation. Tops now, and a lot of these are kind of just, they'll sort of come as we go. All-Star's always a pain in the ass, I tell you. It always is. I don't know why. Every year it's a pain in the neck to get those cards. Now, overall, like I said, we're here for mainly the Mookie bets, but I wanted to stretch the length out of this a smidgen so that we could sort of look at overall some other stuff. And by the way, for those of you wondering, how did I do yesterday? Well, let's just see. The only cards we need are Shohei and Aaron Judge, and I have no problem grinding out for those dudes to get them. So we are basically where I like to be at this point, and then we can just grind our way through. Hopefully get Judge and Ohtani by the All-Star break and get these two guys done. We get good old Tulo here, no money spent. Was it a little bit of a pain? Yes. Has it been a pain in the neck? Positively freaking lootly. I think them removing the 500k threshold on these two cards was absolutely stupid. So now you're kind of just looking like you got your hand stuck in a cookie jar over it. But again, right now, as of recording, I was just curious when I looked. I got Bobby Witt for 16. I got J-Ram for nothing. They're back up to 29.30. Here, I'm not saying you missed out, but it was a definite, substantial drop off here. J-Ram is now back up to 26. I don't think they're going to recover too much. Where's you were the Tigers? Good old Screwball here. I think, did he recover up to where he's at 20? So a lot of it now you're seeing kind of the back end of this a little bit sooner than later. In terms of the big kahunas, the big fish in the pond, they probably have gone back up. He is now 14, so that's a little bit down. Let's take a look at the other big fish, the big fish in the pond here. Good old Shohei Ohtani, the 95 in the live series, 64. So right now, if you were to do it in the next couple of days, it probably cost you about $1 million dubs, which again, Diamond Quest is your best friend for that to get these guys done. So I would say knock that out along your way. There's not a new one, but you could still flip those cards for like 20 something K. It's always a good thing to do. All right, there's the new Mookie bets and all that stuff. Hopefully you found this exciting. I know you probably didn't watch it to the end. That was just me because I didn't want to have a 2-minute video. Or whatever. Nevertheless, I will be back tomorrow talking about the new content coming out and the weird things and all that stuff. Maybe a slight preview to All-Star. Who the hell knows? But with all that being said, I need to make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff so you don't miss out on any more MLB show news or action and all that fun stuff. With all that being said, I'll see you guys all